Hey everyone, Phi Farley here. Got a daily best bet for you, 29th Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Huge slate NFL today. All my picks on patreon.com/Phi Farley are down to the lowest tier. So you can get them all for the whole day on the lowest tier, on the daily best bet tier. So I put them all on there. Coming off a 2-1 day in college basketball. The only one I missed was the best bet by 1 point. And frankly, I feel like that was the right side. I still feel like that was the right side on Northern Arizona, plus plus the 6. Ended up losing by 7, but they had the lead. They had it down in the last 10 minutes, and then they blew it. And so anyway, so now let's talk about a couple games. I got a couple that I'm going to chime in on here real quick, and then I'm going to get to a best bet. First, I want to say this has never happened in my 20 years of capping. That is the slowest tempo team playing against the next slowest tempo team, and that's happening today. Virginia is facing Navy. The slowest versus the next slowest. Total set up at 99. So I actually am leaning on the under there, but I do think those two tempos are kind of baked into that number. Now, that said, Virginia has landed under 99 in several of their games this year. If anyone they're going to do it against, it's going to be Navy. Now, I think a better angle at this is Virginia has Virginia Tech up next, and that's a big game for them. This is going to be a great game. I kind of want to overlook, I think they might be overlooking Navy here. Should be an easy win, but we're getting 18. I would take the Navy plus the 18 as a better angle than that under. But if you haven't checked out my totals KenPom video, I specifically talk about this scenario happening, thinking it would never happen, and that they can't put the total low enough. And so here we have 99. We'll see what happens. But I would lean towards the under on that one, just because I don't think they could put the total low enough. I think it'd be 85 if they could, but I don't think anyone would ever bet the under on that. So they get a lopsided exposure when it comes to the bookies. All right, which if you're not familiar with that, I should talk more about that at another time. But bookies want to have equal money on both sides, and so by putting a total what they think the number will come in at will not put even money on both sides. You will have way more money on the over, exposing the books to a big loss. So they don't want to do that. They want to put a number where the money comes in on each side. So perception versus reality. For reality, they think the number is going to be 85. No one's going to bet that low. They put it at 99 so that they can have some sharp money on the underside, but a lot of public money on the over. Who's going to bet under on 99 if you're not familiar with those two teams? So all right, now let's talk a little more about best bet. One game that I looked into quite heavily was Maine traveling all the way out to Hawaii. That could not be a further travel. I don't think there's any two college basketball teams that could be further away. That's really funny. They scheduled that Maine is going all the way out to Hawaii, but I'm staying away from it. The number is what I didn't like there, so I think it's about right. The game I am going to go to, though, is Virginia Commonwealth hosting a Loyola Maryland team that I think is a little overrated. Now, I know we got a big number, 16, but I don't think 16 is going to be enough. I think Virginia Commonwealth is going to be able to cover that, and I think they'll land in the high 20s. So I don't think this is going to be very close. I do think taking the first half might be a little more attractive. You could take the first half for VCU, but I think Loyola Maryland has been spoiled by a light schedule scheduled by their AD. They have one of the lightest schedules in the entire country. In fact, coming in at 327th. They have faced the 325th worst defenses, 329th worst offenses as their strength of schedule so far. So yeah, that puts them at 8-4. But boy, who are you going to point to in their schedule that makes you feel like they can go into Virginia Commonwealth and cover 16? Is it Indiana Purdue? Is it Binghamton? Is it that win over Delaware State that has you convinced? I don't think Massachusetts Lowell is really going to be their staple game to say that they can cover this number. I think the 8-4 record is misleading. That's caused this line to be a little lower than what it should be, which would be more like 22 or so. And so I'm going to take the Virginia Commonwealth and lay the 16 as the best bet of the day. I think they get a home win. I think they win by 20 plus. So I will take Virginia Commonwealth. All right. Good luck, everyone, today. We'll see you again soon.